How's it going, everybody? Gabriel, Santiago here. So this is a Speaking of Harmony podcast, episode 54. All right. The video today is about 5 mistakes that I commonly see guitar players doing when they play samba, right? It's something I need to point out, guys. Sorry, but this is going to help you all, and it helps everybody playing this thing right. Because I see some people playing and they don't know what they're doing, and they're doing some really basic mistakes that we can all avoid and play this thing great, right? Before I go into that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the little bell thing notifications. This is all my social media stuff. Don't forget to sign up for the mailing list because I'm putting a lot of content in there, and you're gonna find a free lesson on Brazilian guitar when you sign on the list. Me talking about a Brazilian great Brazilian standard with free PDF you can follow and everything. So don't forget that. Also, another plug is that I'm on Twitch a lot now, like going live streaming on Twitch. So the link is in the description. Please give it a follow, and if you're gracious enough, give it a subscribe. I can keep being live and sharing stuff. I'm just like doing a lot of practice sessions and composition and all that stuff. So if you're into Twitch, and if you're not, please get on the train because Twitch is growing a lot. It's a great network for live streaming. And also, I'm on Discord chat now. I have been plugging that. It's a great community, so you can join for free, and then we can be in touch and talk about music, talk about my things, and you can ask questions and share a lot of musical things. If you want to join Discord chat as well, the link is also in the description. All right, let's get going with this video. What are the 5 most common mistakes that I see when playing samba guitar? Right, let's go through. Number 1, right? The number 1 thing that I see is a very common thing that happens when you used to play jazz or one of those styles, and you used to 4/4, right? And usually thinking like this: if I was gonna play this sequence I was playing, kind of that vibe, you ask you to count. You probably count like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, like in 4, and also in this kind of grid, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, right? Right? Wrong. Actually, it's wrong. You should count like this: 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. What's the difference? Well, I'm counting 2, right? Not in 4, obviously. But also, you see that I'm almost like I'm in half time compared to what your 4/4 is, right? I'm not thinking of 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking of 1, 2, 1, 2. Because this music is binary. It's 2/4. And I have been talking a lot about this stuff around, on these videos and courses and stuff like that. So this is the first thing you should consider is time signature matters in this case, and also there's a halftime kind of feel, which is not a halftime, right? But compared to the 4/4, you're singing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So that's the first mistake. Number 2, the second mistake that I see also is the famous emphasis on 1, on the downbeat. So used to grooves like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Everything's on 1 downbeat. And this music is not like that at all. It's on the second beat. Again, 2/4, and from those 2 beats is on the second is the emphasis you should give, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, right? Second beat, that's the accent, not on 1, You probably heard this kind of groove like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's like always on 1 and 1. So it doesn't groove. Doesn't groove at all. You have to think of 2, right? As I said before, and then also shifting the accent to the beat 2, not 1. Row 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? That's the second mistake that I see most people doing when they're playing this kind of Brazilian samba guitar, right? All right, number 3. What is number 3? Usually, as I just played, the figure they're using for this style is not the right figure. You know, here in America, people love to talk about a pattern, right? Which I always dispute also in this music. There's no pattern. There's some figures that we use, rhythmic figures that you can variate, you know, the variations all the time. But I'm not gonna go deep into that, but just to tell you that it's not a pattern. As some Afro-Cuban music, when there's like a clave, there's like an ostinato thing that needs to be happening. That's not what happens on this music. So whatever that is, the pattern or the figure they're using is wrong. That's not the one. If you, the most common thing I see like in the American samba thing is these figures. No, this is not happening. You see how this figure pushes everything else to one, to the downbeat, like 1, 2, like I will back, see everything pushed to one, and it's like the complete opposite of that. Look at the difference between that, and then I'm gonna shift through what it's supposed to be. You see the difference? That's very, very different. So that's number 3. All right, number 4. The fourth mistake I see also is the bass. Right? When they do the bass, either when you're playing the guitar and doing the bass, or when you are, having a bass playing with you. Right? Usually I see this kind of groove, like. Again, pushing into one all the time, and you should run away from that. Run away as far as you can from that. And also this famous kind of like jump of fifth, right? And it's like an upward jump, like. Right? You see it all the time. Wrong. Don't do that. If you want to jump, you jump downwards. Right? You jump downwards. So it's like a up, a down, a fourth instead of up, a fifth, right? Which is the same note, by the way, right? So look at the difference between this. It already pushes everything into one. If you do. See? Well, you might ask, well, how about when you playing 7 strings? So when I play the 6-string guitar, when I have a chord on the 6th string, what I do? Well, you keep the same note. You just don't go up, right? See? As long as you're like really following the accents, as I was telling before on the previous ones, right? Accent on 2, 2, 4, and then from that you move the bass. So the most important thing is to get this groove aligned really well. So the bass, if you just play just the root of the chord, it's better than playing that right, rather than playing all these jumps but doing the wrong movement. So I can play just one note and not doing these jumps in the bass. So I can go. See, I didn't switch the bass, right? So I rather do that right than do the jumps wrong. So that's one thing that is very important in the bass department. Is like really work on the jumps and all that, right? All right, and then the last mistake I see to play samba is actually when you play bossa nova thinking you're playing samba, right? They are very similar, but they are different. and the difference is very subtle. And I talk a lot about that around on videos and stuff. You can find previous videos of me playing both styles and explaining which one is what, right? But I'm gonna play both styles here, one turn, then I'm gonna play the other one, and then you see that it's very subtle, but it's different. So one, you have this. The difference is very subtle, and it's a very interesting thing you do, kind of swap around the beats, the bars that you put stuff. That's the difference that I see. So this is this 5 things. I know this is a kind of very resumed 5 things that I see that are wrong, right? I won't really go into details and what is everything happening, but if you really want to dive into this, and kind of learn more of these things and kind of avoid those mistakes, right? Well, first of all, I encourage you to sign up for my mailing list. In the description here, you're going to have a free lesson on Brazilian guitar for free with PDFs and everything else. And if you really want to dive in and learn this stuff and really do this the right way, right? And learn from me how to do these things, how to know, how to feel this music the way it's supposed to be, you should definitely get my brand new course that I'm releasing. I'm not advertising too much, but I'm slowly kind of putting the word out, but I'm already giving you that kind of insight of what's going to happen. The Art of Brazilian Guitar. It's a brand new course I'm releasing, and I go through all this stuff. It's like 7.5 hours of content when I'm like making you play this music right, and teach you how to deal with all these rhythms and these harmonies, and make you really kind of assemble your all arrangements of this music, playing melodies and harmonies together. The link for the course is also in the description. You can grab that. It's like more than 100 videos with PDFs, with play-alongs. It's very, very, very comprehensive, and it's a bargain, right? If you go there and you see it's a great price for 7.5 hours and 100 lessons of content with PDFs and play-alongs and all this great stuff. If you really love this music as much as I do, you should go and click in the link in the description and grab the course and have fun. So have fun with this. Those are the 5 mistakes I mostly see people doing when they play samba on guitar, right? If you like that, please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to do that. Hit the notification buttons, right? The little bell thing. And this is all my social media stuff. Again, sign up for the mailing list so you can get a free lesson, and then also check out the course. This is brand new. I think you're gonna love it if you love Brazilian guitar as much as I do. Also follow me on Twitch. I'm there all the time now, streaming live, so you can keep that conversation going, and the Discord chat as well, all linked in the description, right? So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again, checking out. Bye bye.